Hey y'all, good morning. This is gonna be the first of I don't know how many. And sorry I'm all up in your face, but it's cold. Got these on and this shit's supposed to work, but it don't. So I got this little contraption around my neck so I can have my gloves on and keep my hands in my pocket. So uh, good to see you. I got a story to tell. I'm gonna say a few things. I got a story to tell because, because I've suppressed my voice all my life when I was younger because I was told to avoid whoopings and controversy and to keep peace. In my adult life because that's all I knew how to do. However, what I have learned and what I now remember, and I'm gonna go through all of the reasons why and how I ended up remembering who I was and what I am and what my superpowers are. And going through all of that and realizing I am a motherfucking magician. So when I can get by myself and say what the fuck I want out loud, I can make shit happen. And I don't know if it's magic. I don't know if it's pure will. All I know is the shit fucking works. And sometimes I don't even know to use my gifts until my back is up against the wall. And here I am again. Settling for comfort or stability or familiarity breeds cancer. So, before my mama died, she died of cancer. I said, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to not die of cancer. And I keep getting so many brushes with illnesses and disease, and I keep making it out. But I know eventually the Most High is gonna be like, all right now, Monique, you supposed to know better. And it's not always gonna be easy. So just do what the fuck you gotta do. And forgive me for cussing, but my God cusses. Because we go back and forth with the cuss words. Because that's what we use to emphasize the shit that we got to say to each other. Because sometimes if somebody don't say, wake the fuck up, you might just roll over. Because if they just say, rise and shine, you're like, oh goddamn, Ma, I'm still tired. Come back in an hour. But no, sometimes she gotta put her foot down and say, get the fuck up. Oh yeah, and don't mistake me cussing for thinking that I don't have the words, or I don't have a vocabulary. One thing, Stella Louise, that's my mama, one thing she did when we was kids is make sure that we read books and we learned about more than what was on that idiot fucking box. And I took a liking to it, and I became kind of proud because I was good at spelling. Now I'm learning about spelling and why I'm so good at it. Yeah, pretty good at spelling. off the dome too. So I hope I ain't got no boogers. I am going to put my life out there because I don't know, the world is changing or has changed, and it's not necessarily about my personal perception. Everybody knows everything has changed. The difference is I've been put in a situation or given a calling that I can no longer ignore. So when you learn how to hear from the Most High, you have to be obedient, otherwise you get your ass whooped. And I don't want the Most High cussing at me no more. I'm tired of them fucking whoopings, and she know it too. So I'm getting ready to get this shit together so I can get the fuck out of here, and hopefully I can burn enough bridges so I ain't got to fucking come back. I mean it. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna go with what I know. I know a lot of people say isolation isn't good. It is for me, because when I start listening to outside people, I learn I always find money. Oh, so isolation is good for me because when I start hearing from other people, I realize that people only can give me advice or help me or whatever the situation is based off of who they are or what I am to them or what they want me to be for them based off of who I've always been. And I just ain't that girl no more. So, or lady, I'm grown as hell. So I'm gonna do it a little different this time. And I know, just like I knew the last time, it's time to fucking move. So I know where I wanna go. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. But all I know is I got a hell of a story. And I got a van. A lot of time. I got a cute smile and a great personality, and I can make up a good ass story. So I wanted to write a book, and I probably still am, but I have to realize that times have changed. And just observing folks that I've seen, like in my TikTok community, who have books. Yeah, they're selling, okay. But times have changed, and people are more prone, or at least I am, to pick up their phone or their tablet or their laptop, or even just turning on their TV and letting shit play in the background, because that's what I do. So if I do it, imagine how many other people do it. So, like I said, I'm here again, and I will be going inside myself and telling a bunch of stories of how my life has been and how I ended up where I am as of now. And I must say, unlike what my sister said, she told me that I probably could get a lot further along if I wasn't trying to punish my ex-husband, which at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of feeling that way. But now I kind of feel sorry for the motherfucker. I feel sorry for a whole bunch of people because what I got to say is probably going to ruffle a whole bunch of feathers, not just his, because I'm going to be a truth teller. I have lied. I don't plan on ever doing that again. There's only one person I've never lied to, and he knows who he is. I may not have always been honest about what I felt, but I never told an outright lie. And I can stand on that. And just like I try to make or create situations where other people have to stand on the shit that they say or promise me, which is why I'm here where I am. I have to be able to do that for myself. And at least for this last year, I've been determining exactly what that is and why. So the name of this is gonna be, let's just call it fiction. Now I'll change names to protect the innocent. But I don't have no problem. Look at that shit. Look at that. Anyway, I'm talking about the light behind my head. So it's gonna be called, let's just call it fiction. I will be protecting the innocent by changing their names. But if you know me, you can figure it out because I am who the fuck I am. And I'll be displaying my name everywhere because a name ain't shit. I've had 4 last names in my life, and if it was up to me, I wouldn't have none because the last name ain't shit. And who begat who ain't worth a goddamn thing. And so that's where I am. So I see y'all in episode 1. Peace. Oh yeah, I love for real too.